Hey, welcome to the Small Business Made Simple podcast, brought to you by socialmediaandmarketing.com.au. Being in business is never easy, but it can be simple, or at least simpler. Join me, your host Jen Donovan, every week where we focus on marketing, social media, and working towards simplifying your business. You with me? Let's do this.
Dream it big, 'cause someone out there listening. Everyone's got a voice to give, and it's time I heard you whistling, 'cause there's no point at all, in dreaming small.
Hey there, and welcome to episode 5. Today, I'm actually going to be giving you some tips and tricks on how to simplify your business. I thought, considering my podcast is called Small Business Made Simple, that I ought to throw some simplifying tips on the table in this episode. I actually have 5 of them. But first up, I've got a bit of a challenge for you. It's actually a 5-day challenge for you. So when was the last time you took a look at your social media platforms, whichever ones you're on? You know, when was the last time you had a look at your branding to see if it's consistent through all the platforms? You know, what message are you giving out to your audience? And is that the message that you want to give out? Are you attracting the audience that you want to attract into your business? When was the last time you changed your profile pic or your Facebook cover, or had a look at all the bios on your social media platforms? So if you've taken a bit of a set and forget, so you've done it when you set it up and you haven't really gone back over it, or perhaps you haven't had a look in the last, 2 or 3 months at your branding or your positioning, then I challenge you to take up my challenge. It's 5 days of activities that you'll get straight into your inbox, and each activity should take you really 5 to 7 minutes a day. But look, guys, the reward for 5 to 7 minutes could actually be like 20-fold. So I hope you'll sign up for my 5-day social media challenge at socialmediaandmarketing.com.au/challenge. Seriously, guys, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. But on to this week's discovery. A couple of weeks ago, my discovery was an engagement calculator for Instagram. If you missed that one, head back over to episode 3 and have a listen in. But this week I've got something a little bit similar, but it's for LinkedIn. LinkedIn is what I like to call the professional Facebook. It's a fantastic platform that's changing all the time, and in my personal opinion is actually playing catch up with the others platforms, getting used to the way we use social media platforms these days. But it is catching up and it is changing. It always used to be my least favorite, but I am learning to love it. And I think this little discovery is a really great tool to have in our little social media toolbox. So they have a really great link to measure your sales success with Social Selling Index, or your social impact on LinkedIn. And I think it's a great little tool, like I said before. You can find it by going to linkedin.com/sales/SSI, as in Social Selling Index. So that's linkedin.com/sales/SSI. And as long as you're logged into your social media account, it will automatically calculate your score for you. Your Social Selling Index, or your SSI, measures how effective you are at establishing your professional brand, how effective you are at finding the right people, engaging with them, and building relationships. And it's actually updated daily. So if you're on LinkedIn, take a squeeze at your influence on the platform. But again, just like the Instagram engagement calculator, don't get too hung up on the stats. Be really strategic in analyzing them, and think about a strategy going forward to help you become more influential with your network on LinkedIn. But all in all, I think this is a pretty cool discovery. So have some fun with it, guys, and see where you come out. So on today's podcast, I'm talking about 5 ways to simplify your business. So number 1, turn off the tech and tidy your desk. Switch off the tech, guys. Stop looking at Instagram or being distracted by the ding of a text message or of an email whilst you're supposed to be ticking things off your to-do list. Stop multitasking. It is distracting. Multitasking really is only just multi-switching. You really aren't doing multiple things at once. You're simply switching between tasks and more than likely not doing any of them 100% and really not putting the effort and energy into any one of them that you should be. So here's my tip. Write all the things that you've got to do in the day, as many as you want. Just list them all down and then choose your top 5. From there, number those top 5 from 1 to 5, 1 being the most urgent and the most important, and you start there and you work down. You do number 1, tick, then down to the second most important one, and so on and so forth. If you need to get out of the office or you need to lock the office door, do whatever it takes to get that number 1 priority done. But switch off your technology, log out of your emails, put your phone in a cupboard or in a drawer. It'll be the best thing you'll do for yourself and your ability to be more productive. Those tech companies have spent millions, possibly billions, ensuring we can't switch off. So don't blame yourself. It's really not your fault. We have been taught to be addicted to these things, but you are the only one that can help yourself, and you are going to have to learn to turn them off. If you're way addicted, then just turn it off for 20 minutes and then maybe an hour, and then next time maybe 2 hours. We need to ease into new habits. Oh, and the clean your desk thing, in order to be more productive, clean your desk up. Mess breeds indecisiveness and lack of clarity. So after you've listened to this podcast, schedule in 10 minutes and just clean the desk. File the papers, do whatever you need to do to make yourself more productive and get more clarity. My second little tip is all about starting to say no. And I am here right now giving you permission to say it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no to your employees. It's okay to say no to your family or your partner or your kids' school committees. Seriously, it's okay. If you finished last year feeling completely overwhelmed and exhausted because of all the things you were doing for all the people, then please don't repeat that this year. Wherever you are now, practice it. Practice saying no, but don't apologize. Don't say, I'm sorry, I can't. No. There's no apology needed. Saying no is perfectly okay. Being a people pleaser myself, I know how hard it is to say no, but I guarantee you it's a skill you can learn and nobody will love you less for it. I promise. My third little tip was all about automation. Automate your business wherever you can. Social media posting is a biggie here. There's no conclusive evidence that I can find or know of that 100% guarantees that you'll be punished by an algorithm for scheduling your posts on a social media platform or platforms. I know there's a lot of heated discussion out there, but to date, I haven't found any conclusive evidence. So take that excuse off the table and think about automating your social media posts. There's heaps of free and paid apps out there that can help you. I use Buffer for most of my platforms, and I actually use a little Aussie made and owned app for Instagram called Plan, PLA with 2 N's at the end. Using a platform like MailChimp to automate your email marketing will make life so much easier too. There's lots of them out there, but MailChimp is a really great starter for anyone who hasn't done much email marketing. So whether you're sending out your weekly newsletter or welcoming a new person to your world, you can automate it so it happens without using your energy. Set up automation for things like messenger messages as well and DMs. Have a little automation that says, hi, and their name. Thank you for contacting us. I wanted to let you know that we've received your note and someone will be in touch shortly. Just having that automation come out straight away, it takes the stress off you from thinking, oh my gosh, I need to get back to them straight away because they've had a response. Yeah, they know it's an automated response, but at least they've been acknowledged and they know that you've got the message and that you will be in touch shortly. Make sure you keep your promise to being in contact with them shortly though. You can also automate appointments and reminders, abandon shopping cart emails, and automate sending out your statements and your invoices. Automation can do some of the really low-level stuff for you just so you can concentrate on your money-making activities. My fourth little tip was find and remove the fluff. We all have it in our businesses, the fluff. The stuff we do because we've always done it or because we think it's helping us in our business. But the truth is, some of it is just fluff. Is the task or idea we have as simple as it could be, or have we overcomplicated it? Maybe find someone when you're doing planning or coming up with a new marketing strategy or a business plan. Find someone you trust or, a friend or something and run it by them. Ask them to find the fluff for you if you're having trouble. Find the fluff and eliminate it. Outsource it or automate it. Find it in your business and do one of those three things. Give yourself the gift of working on your business more often and not in it as often. Do what you do well and get rid of the rest off your plate. And my fifth and final tip, guys, is, in episode 2, I know we talked about having your business objective. If you haven't heard that episode, maybe head back there. But, what is your business objective? Keeping that in mind will help you as you go through this journey as a small business owner. That big goal you have for your business, it should be the epicenter of all your business decisions. If you keep this goal in mind at all times, you'll be less likely to stray chasing those bright, shiny objects and more likely to only do the tasks that will help you achieve whatever that goal is. Therefore, in a perfect world, simplifying your business. In the retail business I had a few years ago, our goal, our overall objective was always to sell the business. We started with the end in mind. We were never in it forever. The objective was always to build it and sell it. So every decision we made, from the stock we'd carry to, moving to a different location to pricing strategies, they all worked around that objective to sell. We were constantly asking ourselves, will this enhance our ability to attract a buyer and achieve our asking price? If the answer was no, then 99% of the time we didn't do it. My objective, of course, now in this business is, is the information I'm sharing going to help my clients grow their business and be more profitable? And if the answer is no, then it lacks purpose. So, 99% of the time I won't do it. So what's your big business objective? What's your start with the end in mind goal? That's what you need to know, and that's what you need to have. You print it out, put it on a board in front of you, have it as your screensaver on your phone. Do whatever it takes to keep it in your mind so you are always thinking strategically and pointing yourself in the right direction. I promise you it will help simplify your business. So that's a bit of a wrap today, guys, but I'll just quickly recap those 5 ways to simplify your business. The first one was turn off the tech, stop getting distracted, and tidy your desk. The second was to start saying no. And again, I give you permission to start saying no. Number 3 was automate whatever you can. Number 4 was find and remove the fluff from your business. And number 5 was keep your central business objective or goal in mind at all times. So that's it for episode 5 of the Small Business Made Simple podcast. I hope you've learnt something or feel like it's okay. You've got this. Small business is tough, but you're already ahead of the game because you're investing in yourself by listening to podcasts like this one. Of course, I'll be back next Thursday with some more marketing know-how and another awesome discovery. Thank you so much to everyone who has already headed over to their platforms and left a rating and a review. It's been amazing. I can't say thank you enough. Those things are like gold for podcasters like me. So if you have heard something on this episode that has resonated with you or has been that, light bulb moment, then I would truly love to hear about it. If you head over and leave a review and a rating, I would again be eternally grateful. Otherwise, if you want to catch up between podcasts, please let's get social on social. All my social handles are in the show notes, but you can pretty much find me on LinkedIn and Insta by searching Jen Donovan, and join my Facebook group, Like-Minded Business Owners, or my social page, Social Media and Marketing. I'd love for us to become better friends. So I'll catch you next week. I really hope that you'll take the 5-day social media challenge and be challenged. But remember, my small business peeps, as my opening song says, there's no point in dreaming small.
Oh, if you feel lonely, say it loud. There's